Hey guys, Decav13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Alright, time for section 12. We're getting there. 6 to go. Then I can start doing Oniland. God, I really should not have saved this for so long. Are you getting enough sleep, honey? You'll be in no position to lecture Kadok if you aren't taking good care of yourself, you know. I always knew you were diligent and efficient, but I didn't have you figured for the sort to keep things bottled up. Be honest, have you looked in a mirror lately? You might not have any bags under your eyes, and you might look healthy enough, but you seem completely listless. Anything on your mind, honey? I'm here to listen if you need to vent for a bit. Pepe still doesn't know about Russia. I don't think there's any way I'd be able to hide it from him if I started talking. I'm fine. No need to worry about me. I don't have time to talk right now in any case. But thanks anyway, Pepe. It was nice of you to call me. Oh, don't you worry, honey. I was the one missing you. You know, it's nothing but stuffy men around here, so you are just a breath of fresh air. I really should say, though, that your perfect knight is a little bit of a disappointment. He's obviously not doing your mental health any favors. Yes, I suppose that's true. He is why I've been so worried, but... How are things with your lost belt king? I hear she's nice, as those sorts go. Yes, she is. Queen Sahath Skadi protects the people in Scandinavia in her own godly way. But it is the way of one who is absolute in all things. She talks of love, but her version of it is so great that I can't even fathom it. I see. And Koyon Sky isn't exactly dependable when it comes to these sorts of things. Okay then, I need to say this. I know I might be the last person you want to hear this from, but your Lost Belt's tree is impressive. I mean, it's already spitting out seeds. Only because this Lost Belt soil happened to be rich. I can't take any credit. Besides, they all withered away. If I'd only managed to keep a tiny sample, then I could have had something to report to Lord Kirshtaria. Now, no more pouting. Chin up, honey. The fact that you got any seeds at all proves that your tree is growing well. And that means you have a great relationship with your Lost Belt's king. You're doing great, Ophelia. Thank you. This is separate from our whole cryptor deal, but I'm going to give you some advice. Go easy on yourself. Huh? I don't mean as a mage. I mean as a woman. You may not like wearing makeup, but a little foundation wouldn't kill you. Your skin might be smooth and blemish-free now, but do you really think that'll last with all the stress you've been putting yourself under? You've got a lovely face, honey. Don't hide it by always staring at the ground. Besides, don't you want to look your best for Wodime? Yes, I do. I can't put anything past you, can I? I just call it like I see it. I still have a long way to go myself. I really have no business intruding so much in your secrets. However much I just love it. Anyway, I'd better go. Besides, I'm worried about our dear Kadok. It'd be nice if I could get in touch with Russia. He just refuses to answer my calls. Oh well, if we can't get in touch with him now that Chaldea showed up there, I guess that's kind of an answer on its own. So Brunhild is finally awakened. So much for all that work to keep her a secret. You again. What do you want? Are you here to scold me? Are you saying I should have killed her when I had the chance? I tried. Believe me, I really tried. But I just couldn't do it. I knew she died once when her love went unrequited. That's why I just couldn't bring myself to kill her. It's not because I saw myself in her. I'm not so narcissistic as to compare myself to a legendary Valkyrie. I just thought I could never do what she did. I flinched instinctively. Brunhild is stronger than I'll ever be. Everything about her, and the way she lived her life, How could I ever kill someone like that? Especially by using the demonic sword of the man she loved. I just couldn't do it. And then the Queen decided to love her, which meant she had to be kept alive. So
Talking to yourself again? I see. Being a crypter doesn't keep you from feeling lonely at night. You really are a woman, aren't you, Ophelia?
Shut up.
What are you glaring at me for? Isn't there someone else you'd be trying to get rid of? Me? I can't wait to see what happens next.
Be quiet, and go away. I don't recall ordering you to leave your spirit form.
You did hear the news, right? It didn't take long for Thrud and Hildur to get themselves killed. It's only a matter of time until Brunhild and Chaldea show up here again. I can't wait. Let's see, to put it in terms you'd understand, Master. Sunday is close at hand. Ah, what a feeling.
Sunday. No, please go away. You can't come here. Stay away. Mash. Lord Kirshtaria. Commander Ortland returning to base. Ortland? The three of us commanders decided to engage the enemy alone. We were defeated. We lost over half of our 100 mass-produced units, and Commanders Thrud and Hildur were killed. The units returned to the castle's underground hangar. Thrud and Hildur both disappeared after their deaths. My sisters and I underestimated our enemy's capabilities. It seems that the Chaldean remnant's power and resources are sufficient to eliminate us now that Brunhild has awakened to join them. Then again, it almost seemed to me as if Thrud and Hildur wanted our sister to destroy them. Ortland. You're crying. No, I'm not. Thrud and Hildur couldn't possibly have fought just to die. They were both genuinely trying to kill her. They used their full power in the attempt, but were still defeated. I should be proud that they each died a warrior's death. And yet, for some reason, water keeps dripping from my eyes, Ophelia. It is not completely inexplicable. I am, after all, a little broken myself. I can never be like a mass-produced unit. I can understand why they did that, at least somewhat. We were moved to choose how we would die, even though we weren't given the order to do so. That's how much we love our sister. I see. So even you, or rather all Valkyries, can't help but cling to the ones you love.
Alright, well, at least for a little bit we have some nice easy nodes. I guess that'll do. So it's 2 of these and then boss fights. Alright. Alright, so I trust you all understand why I ordered you to make your report before going to rest. But to be clear, we are still in a state of emergency. Without the Paper Moon, we can't hope to escape this Lost Belt, since we need to navigate void space. So I want you to understand that it was incredibly difficult for me to order you to write a report after you were so thoroughly exhausted from working so hard over the past week. Took your sweet time getting to the point. Anyway, great work, you two.
Foo! Thank you, Mr. Minier. But it's okay. We thought it was important that we write up a report. Right, Senpai?
I always do. Yeah, I always put my homework off to the last minute.
Oh, I'm sorry for dragging you into it then. Yep, well done with the report. I already looked it over. Bottom line, you two did great. Way better than I was expecting. For one thing, you recruited not one but two heroic spirits to our side. First, Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of France.
That's me. It's a pleasure to meet you in person, tiny mademoiselle.
Foo! You too, your Imperial Majesty. And then we have... Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet all of you. I'm sorry it took me so long to introduce myself. I am Brunhild, a heroic spirit from proper human history. I am happy to lend you my strength.
Did you say Brunhild? Then you must be the Valkyrie who killed Sigurd.
I am. Foo!
Well, technical advisor, I'd say victory is good as ours now, wouldn't you? Perhaps we'll even get close to see Brunhild. We'll even get to see Brunhild's legend reenacted before our eyes.
I don't know. I'll have to count my chickens before they've hatched. Besides, Sigurd isn't our only enemy here. We've also got to contend with this Lost Belt's king, Sahath Skadi. And there's Koyanskaya, who's shown up as well. Plus that other crypter, Ophelia. I'd say that out of those three, it's pretty clear who the biggest challenge will be. Sahath Skadi. She's an actual goddess here. Yep, she's the unquestioned ruler here, and even more dangerous than Sigurd. I'm still amazed that her magical energy made every flake of snow in this world. Unfortunately, that means she knows what we're up to. I think I can hide us from her while we're stationary, but she's bound to notice when we get moving. She might not treat us like enemies now, but if we do make an enemy of her, there'll be nowhere to hide. In which case, there'll be no surprising the opposition or making any sort of escape. Right now, I'm just hoping it doesn't come to that.
We have no way of being sure it won't. There's no telling how she might respond when she learns we mean to eventually cut down the Tree of Emptiness.
I guess so. She might even decide to attack us on the spot.
Still, if a goddess said we shouldn't leave the tree for later, I guess we shouldn't ignore her. You there, girl. You swear you obtained this information from a goddess?
Yes. This girl was an amalgamation of 3 different divine spirits.
Then you're absolutely sure she...
Yes.
That's the consensus of multiple divine spirits. We definitely can't ignore it. Very well then. Seems we have no choice but to make cutting down the Tree of Emptiness a top priority. As of now, that is just as important as luring out Sigurd and taking back the Paper Moon.
I think you're right. Looks like the Tree of Emptiness is more dangerous than we originally thought. Still, that doesn't mean we should be reckless about making an enemy of Sahath Skadi.
As I recall, John said she stopped Sigurd and the Valkyries from killing you. That seems an excellent sign that we can reason with her. If push comes to shove, I can always dazzle her with my exquisite charm and oratory skills.
Yeah, it might well end up coming to that, just based on what you've told us. I get the sense that Sahath Skadi is trying to determine who's in the right, us or the Cryptors. I mean, if she wasn't, I'm pretty sure the Shadow Border would have been buried under an avalanche by now.
Then that would make our current enemy. Our most pressing foe right now is the traitorous Cryptors, particularly Ophelia, as well as her servant.
Indeed. Right now we need to take on Sigurd with the team we've gathered. Brunhild's noble phantasm was made when she killed Sigurd, so it should be up to the task again. Yes. By my spear and soul, I promise I will bring Sigurd to heel.
Don't forget about me. Let's not be confused about this. As far as I'm concerned, you're all part of my new Grand Army. If you're looking to win, I'm the man for the job. As they say, victory lies ahead.
Oh, I definitely have high hopes for you. Though I don't know about this new Grand Army, Twaddle. To be clear, I have high hopes for your potential as well. In particular, that trump card you said you attained when you materialized. Actually, I was hoping you'd be so good as just tell us what it is already.
Sorry, no can do. That goes against a secret weapon of last resort. That goes against everything a secret weapon of last resort stands for. Sorry, I can't oblige, my brilliant mademoiselle.
Still, I'd get used to this Mademoiselle stuff. Anyway, I take it this means we can also count on this Divine Spirit amalgamation to help us out?
Yup. I can't promise anything at this point, but I'm fairly certain she'll join us if we can make our way that far into the castle. Oh, the one in the dungeon. Let me see. Ah, yes, here's the page. I see. A daughter of the Einsburn family, eh? This could be a stroke of luck.
Fo-fo?
The Einsburns had relatively little contact with the clock tower, but my family is one of the few with some connection to them. In fact, I'll have you know our own music homunculus technique is... Why don't you save that for another time, huh? Say our next smoke break or something. But I'm not a smoker.
Alright, so we've got giants wandering about in every part of this land, along with a few dozen more mass-produced Valkyries. It's that kind of military might that normally keeps Sahath Skadi's castle an impenetrable fortress. But at this point, she's still waiting to see how things play out, which means we should actually be able to get into the place. So we better wrap things up before she changes her mind. That's true. Based on everything we've seen so far, the Queen isn't one to go on the attack. I don't believe she would treat us as an obstacle, unlike the Valkyries.
That lady's all about love. She's as good as said she wasn't going to interfere. That's just the sort of woman, goddess she is. Those mass productions will give us grief again if their commander loses it, like earlier today. But at least we shouldn't have to worry about the giants. That said, there are some real tough fire giants hanging out in there too.
Still, none of that is beyond your ability to deal with. So to put it all together, we have Brynhild with exceptional mythological affinity for one of our major foes, Napoleon Bonaparte, who excels at directing armies, and protection from Sitanai, the Divine Spirit amalgamation. I'd say that gives us pretty good odds. So our goal is to take out Sigurd and reason with the Queen, killing both birds with one stone. Or at least with two stones thrown really close together. The only thing we can't rely on really account for, much as I wish otherwise, is the Cryptor's Mystic Eye. Oh, I think I can do something about that. Really? I think that might mean we're just about good to go. Foo! Our goal is to take back the Paper Moon and learn the location of this Lost Belt's Tree of Emptiness. As far as locating either, we'll most likely have to capture the Cryptor again, like we did in Russia, or get the Queen to tell us herself. The latter's a tall order, but the former, not entirely impossible. If things end up getting a bit rough, Gordy can step in with his mad charm and oratory skills.
Indeed. Just sit back and let me take care of it. Her frozen heart won't last a minute against the sizzle of my extra crispy bacon and eggs. Oh, you mean you're not gonna use Magecraft or a Truth Serum or something? You're a real softy for a mage. It all depends on the situation. If push comes to shove, I always have my golf punch to fall back on. Although I don't see someone with mystic eyes being all that receptive to my charms. Not to mention, Tool warned me I should be the one in tears if I tried going up against a woman.
We can cross that bridge when we come to it. Besides, this all assumes we can beat Sigurd. Once we defeat a heroic spirit of his caliber, Ophelia might just kinda roll over.
You're really relieved to hear that, aren't you, Director? Don't be ridiculous. I'm simply willing to use the plan with the greatest chance of success.
Alright, so it's settled. The Shadow Border will keep heading towards the castle in Oslo. We'll need to stop in Torsby, since it's too dangerous to keep driving at night. But even so, we should arrive before noon tomorrow. I'm sorry, Mash and John. I know there's a child waiting for you in one of the villages, but the less contact we have, the better. I'm sure you're well aware of this, but for them, our very existence is... well...
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Well, I'll turn in for the day. You asleep?
No, I'm still up.
Right on. Mind if I have a seat on your bed here? Thanks. These are some decent springs. Pretty nice for a soldier's barracks. I know it's not my usual style, but I just wanted to talk a bit. Would you mind listening?
I'd be glad to.
Thanks. You're a good Maitre. It's about the Valkyrie with those beautiful amethyst eyes. She's strong. Really strong. You can tell she was around in the Age of Gods. We won today because of her. Using the right people for the right job is as crucial on the battlefield as it is anywhere else. Having her on our side turned out to be really effective. You saw it yourself. Even the Valkyrie commanders were afraid to face her, to say nothing of the others. That went really well for us. Losing 2 commanders makes the Valkyries that much less of a threat. But we also ended up making her kill her own sisters. And then there's, well, Sigurd. Yeah, she's the one who killed Sigurd, but it's still gotta be painful for her. She really did love him. Well, maybe by the end she hated him too, but there was still love there. And now, well, we're asking her to kill the man she loves all over again. Effective, maybe. But it's so cruel, so heartless. Still. Oh, typo. I was wondering, what, did I miss something? No. It looks like the sad reality is that we don't have any other choice here. From what I hear, Brynhild used to be something of a model Valkyrie. She was an autonomous machine who could harvest heroes' souls and bring them back to Valhalla for Ragnarok. Apparently, the souls she and other Valkyries gathered were supposed to serve as Odin's army. So she followed her orders and collected souls for Odin. But one day, she ended up guiding a warrior to victory who wasn't the one Odin wanted. In a rage, Odin stripped her of her divinity and imprisoned her in a fiery palace. That was when... the great hero Sigurd showed up. He used his demonic sword to cut around all the shields around the palace and rescued Brynhild. He knew of King Gripir's prophecy that said rescuing her would lead to his own death, but that didn't stop him. It didn't take them long to fall in love after that. Brynhild taught him all sorts of things, including knowledge of secret runes, and they only grew closer over time. But in the end, they were never able to be wed. There was another woman named Gorun who was in love with Sigurd, and hatched a plan to make him hers. First, Sigurd was made to take a magical elixir, which erased his memories of Brynhild. After that, he was told many, many lies, leading to Brynhild's betrothal to Gunnar. Of course, Brynhild didn't want any part of that, and told Gunnar she would only marry him if he managed to overcome a series of perilous trials. But then, in a particularly cruel twist of fate, Sigurd used the runes she taught him to transform into Gunnar, and completed the trials for him. And so Brynhild ended up marrying Gunnar after all. It was the worst. Every single one of these people was the worst. Poor Brynhild. But she wasn't one to take this sort of thing lying down. So she killed them. Certain stories say she had some other man do it, but one way or another everyone ended up dead. Her fury and the flames it spawned laid waste to everyone. Some stories say that she even cursed the entire family to ruination. However it went down, when all was said and done, Brynhild ended up dead too. By her own hand. She's a hell of a woman. She's as frightening as she is tragic. You can tell I know what I'm talking about, can't you? Truth to tell, I was just passing on what I got from my secret source. Anyway, the Valkyrie who killed Sigurd, that Gordov guy was definitely right on the mark about her being the one for that job. I don't think he meant anything bad by it, and Brunhild's not the type to get upset about it either. Still, I thought you should know about this. Someone's got to take responsibility for putting her through this again. I thought you should know what you're asking of her. I wish I could carry that responsibility for you, but I can't leave this lost belt. Not to mention my prior engagement. So you'll have to hold on to it instead. Just remember the true feelings she's keeping quiet. I know that's a lot to ask, but it's what any commander, any person giving orders must do. Okay. Thanks. I owe you one. You know, I get the feeling Brunhild knew it would come to this all along. She knew what her materializing meant. Poor thing. I can't help but feel sorry for her. If it wasn't for my prior engagement...
What is this prior engagement, anyway?
Whoops, never mind that. Just forget I said anything. Thanks for staying asleep. Alright, I'd better be on my way. The genius Mademoiselle said she wants to look over my cannon, so I'd better not keep her waiting. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if I should bring this up or not, but I'm gonna apologize. Now seems like a good time. But if I'm going to apologize. Remember how I said I was the only hero of humanity left in all of Scandinavia? Looks like I was way off the mark. Since I never saw any other servants after I materialized here, I assumed it was just me. But now that we know Season Eye's here, and Brunhild, I guess it's obvious I didn't know what I was talking about. So, sorry about that. My source is obviously full of it. Damn it. I should have realized what was up once he started talking about Brunhild's legend. But never mind. Alright, see you tomorrow. Make sure you get plenty of rest. You're gonna need it for the final battle.
We're moving at 120 kilometers per hour. The engine and drivetrain are both looking good. We're heading around the mountains, just as planned. Only 100 kilometers to go. Ooh. Only 100 kilometers to go until we reach Old Oslo. This pace, we should be there by noon. Assuming we don't encounter any obstacles, of course. Let's pray nothing attacks us this time.
You should know better than to rely on prayer. A true mage is never surprised. He accounts for every possible eventuality. He deals with every bump on the road calmly and efficiently. Just look at me. You don't see me praying. Besides, has it escaped your notice that the only god to pray to here is their queen, who has been around here since the age of gods? No, our only choice is to keep calm and carry on. Our wisdom and knowledge is all the weaponry we need.
Nice, very nice. You sounded like a leader just there. Minier, our new director is doing his best to keep his chin up and his nerves down. You're not going to let him outdo us, are you?
Good point. Thanks, Da Vinci. I'm feeling a lot more motivated now. That was a compliment, right? Oh well, this is all par for the course, with a new mission underway.
Excuse me, but... Are you sure this is where I should be? Wouldn't it be better for me to be outside with the others? It's nice of you to ask, Brunhild, but don't worry about it. You're the key heroic spirit in this mission. Wouldn't do for you to be out front just now. Mash, Emperor, John, can you hear me okay? Fool!
This wind is great. Just make sure you don't get blown away, you two.
Understood. Make sure you stay close behind me and my shield, Master. I should be able to block some of the wind. If that fails, we can always use a rope.
We're fine, but it's really hard to talk with all this wind.
Sorry about that. Just hold out a little longer. There's no telling when more mass-produced Valkyries might show up. So we need you up there ready to respond quickly if they do. Holmes and I did design the border to endure bombardments. There's only so much we can do for that, you know? Foe! Foe!
Oh, they're here already. No, wait, that's not coming from the sky.
Multiple large magical energy signals detected. Must be a group of giants. Yep, I see them. Looks like a real tough bunch. They're moving to cut off the border's path, too. Minier, hit the emergency brakes. All hands prepare for battle.
You got it. Let's go, Private. Got it.
Yes, Master. Switching Ordinax from standby mode to combat mode. Now. Go ahead and stop the border whenever you're ready. I'm good to go at any time.
Alright. Let's get started mowing down the mobs. Nice. I think giants are just yeah. Giants just randomly thrown in here.
Ooh, and a chain.
I think Holmes should be able to take care of the giant. Oh, come on, Holmes! God damn it. You have fucking 800 health. Lose my fucking mind over here. Alright, just one left. And it's the last wave that I really don't have to worry about. 87. Yeah, this guy's good as dead. Alright, then 2 giants. This should be easy to take care of. Might as well use this just to get 200. And I keep forgetting to change my fucking mystic code. I always fucking do that. Every fucking... Oh, I gotta do it before the next fight. Perfect. Didn't even need the mystic code.
I see. They still have not learned their lesson. I do not regret deciding to love them, but I admit I did not expect them to be so tenacious. But I will accept that part of them as well, and love them just the same. Ah, my human children, my heroic spirits of humanity. What a sorry sight you make. You seem to have confused stubbornness with persistence. Are you sure about this, Your Majesty? They have been causing all sorts of trouble in your Lost Belt. Are you really not going to punish them, even after they destroyed dozens of your precious envoys? Divine punishment is death, and is not something to be doled out lightly. Death eventually comes to all who live, so there is no need for me to help it along. I only wish to grant mercy and love. Having said that, though the envoys did go into that battle of their own accord, the Chaldeans were overly bold. Perhaps I let them get away with too much. If they try to enter my castle while riding that wave of success, I'm afraid that may lead to their deaths this time. How deplorable. The knight and the cryptor are both eager to fight them, it seems. Are they still out on the bridge? Last I checked, looks like they're both planning to meet our interlopers head-on. If it were me, I'd be cutting off their escape first, especially since there's only one way in or out. But I suppose men who are convinced nobody can ever beat them don't believe in little tricks like that. You mean the demonic sword? I will say this does all bring back memories. Gram was once Odin's sword, as bright and powerful as the sun itself. Sigmund won it after overcoming Odin's test and passed it on to his son. It is both ancient and newly reborn. With that at his command, Sigurd is powerful indeed. Powerful enough to compel even me to keep an eye on him. I do not think there is any human in all of Scandinavia capable of defeating him. Former goddess, demigod, one of Odin's daughters. Brunhild may have once been the greatest Valkyrie in all of the Norse lands, but not even she can defeat Sigurd. Yes, I certainly hope that proves to be true.
Only one way to find out. Not that I'm actually going to use Brunhild in that fight. But you know. Alright, we got one easy fight left. And then we're, fuck, I did it again. Oh, well, I don't need it in this fight. It doesn't fucking matter.
There, I can see it. So that's the Scotty's castle. Doesn't look very heavily armed. In fact, it reminds me of something out of modern-day Europe architecture. Maybe that's just how confident she is in her rule, or maybe because there's no rebellion here anyway. Either way, there's a hell of a lot more magical energy swirling around here than there was on the snow plains. That's going to make it a lot harder to tell what's going on in there. At least the structure's easy to make out. One large bridge leading to the main building. We could theoretically go all the way around and climb up from the base, but we don't have any information to help us with that tactic. Which means this is it, folks. This is where our mission really begins.
No turning back now. This time I'm not planning on sneaking in or getting captured. This time we're going in guns blazing. It's time to settle the score between the new Grand Army and the wielder of that demonic sword once and for all. Well now, that sure didn't take long.
Multiple Moosespell are coming out from the ground underneath the bridge. They already know we're here.
Out of the way! We're coming through whether you like it or not!
Foo! Kyo! Let me handle this.
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. You just stay back and keep yourself warmed up for now. Can't have you getting worn out in the opening skirmish. That sound good to you, Private? You bet. Haha, you're the focal point of this new Scandinavian Grand Army. Better get used to it now.
Here they come.
Make sure to take them all down. Don't let them so much as scratch the shadow border. Alright. Why? Every fucking time. I swear, I can never kill enemies. Even on my personal account, I have the same fucking problem. Yeah, there's the moose spell. should just use a Holmes chain. That probably would have been more. Oh, never mind. Good, he got the crit on his arts card. Maybe she'll get the crit. Oh, it didn't kill anyway. Oh well. Alright. Final wave. What's Waver's NP at? Oh, 72. Perfect. I'll use this for the stun since he's probably gonna live. Oh, right. I forgot I could have just gotten the stun from Waver's MP, but you know, this gets her more charged, whatever. Not that it's really going to do anything since it's just defense down for one turn.
B、すべてを見なさい。すべてを射抜きなさい。我が武器その大いなる力を届けなさい。
7k left. I don't know, I guess it is, Is her defense down for 3 turns? Oh, the skill steal is for 1 turn. I have Anna grailed to 100, her skill's maxed out, and I don't fucking know this about her? Jesus Christ. The fuck is wrong with me? Whew, boy. Alright, well that's the easy fights for this section done. You know, I'm honestly not even worried about the fight against Sigurd. It's this next fight that I'm worried about, because it's Sigurd and, as you can guess, Sigurd and, Ortland. So, trying to think. Honestly, the most useful, because you can only bring either Napoleon or Brynhild for this fight. I'd honestly say the best choice is Napoleon, because Brynhild, yeah, she takes neutral damage from Ortland, and will do neutral damage to Ortland, but that's not what we're worried about here. We're worried about fucking, Sigurd, and the one who's going to deal with Sigurd the best is Napoleon. Yeah, he's not going to be doing great damage against Ortland, but, you know. And yeah, they have to be starting. So let's move some shit around. Definitely want to keep Orion in the back line. That's going to help us a lot. As for Sigurd, I really do want to burst down Ortland as soon as we can. So is there something that gives him Buster and starting NP that I have? At least I need 50%. 40. Quick. No, personal cause. Quick and Buster by 10, 20 C-stars now. I only have this arts one, huh? I could have sworn I had the Buster variant, but I guess not. Yeah, and I don't think I have any other Cs that are maxed out anyway. I think the closest one I have is the Christmas one with Rin on it. That's 40%. That might be my best bet, though. and stick. I'd have to stick with True Ether, so that way I can give him the extra 10% he needs. That way we could... And that's just one bar. Because on break, both of them have 2 health bars. And on break, they each will charge gauge. Ortland will charge both their gauges, and Sigurd will charge his own. But really, it's not Sigurd I'm worried about, because Sigurd is single target, and he doesn't have sure hit on his NP. So I'm not worried about him. It's Ortland that's going to give me the biggest fucking problem. So she's the one who has to go first. Alright. Well, with this setup, I can at least NP turn 1. It's gonna matter what comes after that, though. Yeah, like, I don't actually remember how much Ortland actually has. Alright.
We defeated the Moosepell Giants and Ice Beasts. That's all the hostiles that emerged from underground. Wait, I have a visual on a new hostile approaching from the other side of the bridge. Fool!
That's it. None of you has changed much, but I can see you have a lot more momentum now than you did before. You've done a lot with a little humans and heroic spirits. Takes a heroic spirit to know a heroic spirit. Ain't that right, Mr. Big Shot?
Sigurd.
It's been a long time. The last time I saw you, you were being sealed away. You're from proper human history too, right? Well, that's reason enough for us to fight. Come at me, Brunhild, eldest of the Valkyries and daughter of Odin. If you really are a demigod, that makes you worth killing.
You speak as though I'm a stranger.
'Cause you are. At least as far as I'm concerned.
So you claim to be a servant from this lost belt? The change in your eye color is not enough to confuse the identity of my quarry. You are Sigurd, son of Sigmund. You are the warrior king who excels in every regard. Every fiber of my being screams that you are the one I must love and kill. This was never supposed to happen. My actions, my madness in service of justice, unthinkable. But here you are on the side of this lost belt. You have chosen a path that pits you against humanity. So, you won't mind dying now, right, Sigurd?
You're going to die here, Valkyrie.
Another hostile is incoming. It's the last remaining Valkyrie commander. Fool, fool, fool!
So she's here too, huh? Makes sense. I had my suspicions that she might still be hung up on what happened last time we fought.
Stand down, Ortland. You were there when our sisters made their final plea. There is no point in you fighting me. You know this. No point and no need. You cannot interfere in my dance with Sigurd. Stand down. Please. Sister. I've been thinking a lot about the last thing Thrud and Hildur said. But no matter how much I think, I can't understand it. I believe I feel something similar. It's fleeting, but it's also too overwhelming to describe. That's why I'm taking up my spear, just like Thrud and Hildur did. Force expanding combat functionality, increasing output beyond safety limiters. Overload. Overload. Synchronizing magical energy with Graham. Initiating team combat.
You're planning to keep up with me? You're a cheeky little thing, aren't you? Well, this should be amusing. I think you mean admirable, Mr. Demonic Sword. You might be real strong, but you're pretty pathetic when it comes to understanding women. I see your little surge in momentum has led to a big surge in irritating chatter, Archer. What would a modern-day man like yourself know of the Valkyries anyway? Such mystics are all completely beyond your comprehension. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm actually pretty into mythology. I always made it a point to go exploring pyramids whenever I went on one of my expeditions. So seeing a wielder of demonic sword and a Valkyrie together like this, It's like a dream come true, really. And, well, this isn't something I'm thrilled about. But now that I'm a heroic spirit, I have a knack for crushing mystics. Oh? Take your best shot, then. You've already tried that absurdly oversized cannon on me twice, and it didn't do a damn thing. Ooh la la! Only twice? That's nothing. Everyone knows the third time's the charm.
This'll be the 5th time for us. This time I'll do everything I can to defend against Graham.
Let's do this thing, Mash.
Raising Ordnak's output. Maintaining combat mode. All equipment standing by. I'm good to go. Foo, foo, foo! Sigurd. Sigurd. Now that I've found you, I won't rest until I've killed you.
Okay, fatal battle. Ortland and Sigurd. Oh yeah, Sigurd has a permanent crit increase. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? Oh, Primordial Rune does help though. Oh yeah, I think depending on who you actually pick for this fight, your support ability changes. So we got the increased C-Star drop rate and what is it? And they got crit down. But I think it's something else if you choose Brunhild instead of Napoleon. You know, let me save my Buster. Because I don't think I'm going to need that to burst down Ortland. Sigurd's going to be a bit more of a long-haul battle. But I'm not afraid. Especially because we have Orion lead in the background. Oh, I might have needed to burst her down. Yeah, that, might have helped. Oh, boy. I can probably afford one turn. And I could use this turn to charge up other NPs, like Napoleon's. So that's actually fine, then. Get a little bit more for Sigurd. So that's charge game for both. Right up for Sigurd. Okay, I need you to not go after Napoleon. Yeah, I might not be able to burst down Ortland in time now that I'm looking at it. Oh boy. You're a single target, right? No, that's all. So I can fire off his NP next turn. Increases attack for one turn. Let me use that. That might help a little bit. We'll get some NP for Waver and Sigurd. Ooh! Okay, if Sigurd gets attacked, maybe? No, they just attacked Napoleon a bunch. Alright, this is where I kind of get a little hitch in my plan. Because I'm probably not going to be able to kill Ortland before she MPs. Which sucks real bad. Yeah, you're Buster, right? Well, you are a divine enemy, so... this isn't going to do much. I know that much for certain. This is not going to kill Ortland. But hey, do what I can, right? I did nothing to her. Alright, I might have to restart this fight, because I'm gonna die from Ragnarok Leafpuss here. No way, I don't. Okay, maybe not. Well, not Sigurd. Well, no, Sigurd's just gonna die from Sigurd's NP. If it was just Sigurd, I wouldn't have a fucking problem. But that goddamn fucking Valkyrie has to make things so much more difficult. Like, fuck. I'm a different Mystic Code. That much is for certain. I'm gonna try going with the combat suit. Do I have any other supports that I could use? Something that could give a bit of a buff to Sigurd? Not really. At least not anyone who's really gonna be all that great in the fight. I mean, there is Artoria Archer. I could just go for Broke in the beginning, too. Just say, hey, fuck it, and just burst with fucking, Arjuna Alter here. That might not be the worst fucking idea I've ever had. So where is... K-scope. I'll keep Sigurd here as well. Let me switch over to, trying to think what would be better to have. Yeah, let me go Arctic Code. Well, let's see how this turns out. Oh, this should be a fine mess. I think first thing I'm gonna do is pop Arjuna's guts. That should help a little bit. Aside from that, I don't know what else I'm going to do in this fight. Because God, Ortland really fucks things up. Alright, Tactician Device. Maybe I'll need to use his Buster Sea-Star Gather. Yeah, I'll use Illusionary Buff. Mahapralaya. At the very least, I can make that last Buster card hit really fucking hard. Oh yeah, Sigurd guards against the Buster card down. Just that bonus damage didn't do shit on him, and this did nothing. This was even worse strategy than the last fucking time. And she's gonna gun down Napoleon. Oh, okay. Well, at the very least I can do this. Get Napoleon and waver some more NP. I need to use waivers NP as soon as I can. I don't need you to do that. I don't need you to keep buffing his fucking crit rate. God damn it. Well, someone's really gonna fucking die next turn. Nothing I can do about that. You know what? Let me Sea-Star Gather. Really, they only gave him 50? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright. Didn't even get the crit. Well, that was a massive fucking waste. Oh, Napoleon's gonna die. Cool. And I'm right back at square one. I have no way to fucking avoid this shit. Son of a fucking bitch! Oh, I fucking hate the Valkyries so much. Oh, they are such pains in the fucking asses. They aren't even that good. Oh, now asshole gets a fucking 100% crit rate. No way in fucking hell this'll... God... Fuck! Same fucking thing again. It's all because of fucking Ortland. If I didn't have to deal with Ortland, I could fucking do this. But no, she has to fucking complicate things. I feel like I'm trying to fucking puzzle out Goetia again. I still have one fight after this, too. I have to use Sigurd. That much is painfully fucking obvious. No. Move K-Scope over to him. It's not gonna help me. Fucking hate Ortland. Try this one more time.
一気火星に滅ぼしてくれ。やるぞ、マスター。では。能力使用、竜の血、スキルことなし。展開順を魔剣完了。秘伝の強度見せてもらおう。計略だ。
At least gets Portland turn 1. Oh, cool. Right off the fucking bat, just take out like a third of Napoleon's health. Really appreciate that. Why not? Let's go with this. Oh, come on. I mean, that at least did some damage, but still not that great. I just need to get Sigurd charged up again. If I can at least do that. Yes! Okay, Sigurd. Okay, at the very least I can deal with Ortland. It's fine. Fucking whatever. Kill Napoleon, whatever. Who gives a shit? Ortland's dead. I can give Napoleon the predictive evasion. We will fucking annihilate Ortland. And hopefully these attacks will just transfer over to Sigurd. Okay, yeah, that's Ortland dead. Good. Alright, now it's just Sigurd. Alright, that's actually not terrible damage already. He's probably gonna go after Napoleon, because he's lowest on health. Am I right? No, he went after Waver. Not the worst thing that could have happened, honestly. Okay, at least Napoleon's still alive. Alright, cool there. Yeah, let's get that crit rate and attack down. Don't need that shit hitting us. Let's see, what to do now. I don't think Napoleon is going to live, so I don't see any point in really, using his arts. You know, I might as well just use battle continuation as well. Just because, hey, you never know what'll happen. So I say, let's go all in with these guys. Hit Coup Alter a bit. Well, not that hard, please. Oh, maybe I should have gone Napoleon. He actually would have fucking lived. Well, at the very least, I can break his bar with Napoleon. That'll bring out Orion, and I have more faith in her than I do in you. Or maybe, you know, Napoleon's just not gonna fucking do anything. What the fuck was that, Napoleon? Like, are you kidding me? Genuinely curious as to what the fuck that was. Well, someone's gonna fucking die this turn, that much is for certain. Alright, so charge gain. Oh, and NP strength up. Alright, Sigurd's dead, which means I'm now left with 2 people, really. Because these guys are all gonna fucking die. Okay, at least Coup Alter still has 1 evade left, too, so that's not the worst thing in the world.
let me use Tragic Shield of Arousal. Because that evade's not going to go away anytime soon, so keep that going. Let's see. Then we'll create a Clank Hen. Let's go to Quick and then his Buster. That did a little bit. Oh, you know what? It's actually really good we did this because he still had that NP strength up too. Ooh, boy. Man, I'm glad Mash was able to take that. Ooh, man. Real good thing Mash was out. Wow, that could have been really fucking bad. Yeah, I'll use Amalgam Goad. Because I'd rather not have something happen to, Ku Alter. Come on, get that arts crit, yeah. I have a lot of faith in Orion. Pretty much banking on them to get the job done. But that's nothing new. I mean, it shouldn't be too tall of an order. Very surprised he didn't kill Ku. I don't know if this... Oh, right, his guts. This one ended anyway. Well, at the very least, we'd have 1,000 health left to deal with, so even if Orion's the only one left standing, which is not going to be the case, just solely going after Orion. Yeah, sure, why the fuck not, dude? Thanks for making it a little easier for me. We're not even done yet. We still have one more fight left against him. And this time with Ophelia backing him up. Luckily it's just him, so I can just bring archers, but, you know, still. Fuck this. I fucking hate the Valkyries so much. Oh, man.
They're very strong, but not unbeatable. The Ornax's output is stable. The auto-maintenance function is still working, and both Brynhild and Napoleon are providing me with extra protection. I can still fight. I'm not going to shut down. Not before we bring down that demonic sword.
Let's keep up the pressure. Right on. I can tell he's feeling the pain now more than ever, but I've still got some concerns. How are you doing, Brynhild? Think you can keep this up?
That could be a bit difficult. I never thought even Sigurd could be this formidable in a time of war. I thought I understood, but clearly I was mistaken. The Sigurd I knew was from peacetime, when he never so much as went on an adventure. I never imagined facing off against Sigurd with his demonic sword would be so daunting. What a magnificent hero. What a frightening man. This is no good. In the face of such a strong, confident warrior. I have no choice but to set my soul ablaze. Odin Seal prototype engaged. Where's all this magical energy coming from? The Odin Seal prototype. A power given only to Sister, not us. Sister Brynhild. Would you truly go so far to defeat us? I just detected a massive surge of magical energy. What in the world is going... Wait, is that... the Odin Seal? One of the primordial runes from the Age of Gods? It's gotta be hundreds of times more powerful than modern runes, easily. Looks like a spell from the Age of Gods. Closer to true magic than magecraft. Using that energy in a spell would be one thing, but if you let it all loose at once, it wouldn't just destroy your spirit origin, it would... annihilate my soul? Yes, it would. You didn't say anything about that! Thank you, John. You're so very kind. But this is what it means for me to put my life on the line. Forgive me for making you wait so long, Sigurd. I'm finally ready to express my love and kill you once again.
What a shame. Here I thought we could still have some fun together, but then you went and pulled out one of Odin's tricks. I've had enough. No more play fighting. Time to die.
Hold it. Hold it, Saber. How many times have I told you? You're only supposed to kill the servants, but you were going to kill everyone, weren't you?
Why, hello there. If it isn't my beloved Ophelia.
You haven't changed a bit, Archer. I should have killed you when we first met. But I do commend your efforts, much as I hate their result. You just had to go and bring Brynhild here, didn't you?
You honor me, ma chérie. It's enough to make me cry out of sheer gratitude.
Ophelia. I see you're here again, Mash. Why? Why did you come? It's our duty. Duty? You mean you feel like you're honor-bound to protect humanity? I don't know. I haven't met enough humans to say whether I feel any obligation to them. But even if we end up destroying this lost belt as a result, we can't give up on our world, just like the Yaga in their frozen world didn't give up on their survival. No matter what happens as a result, we've decided to hold our heads high and keep moving forward. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Like master, like servant, I say. I can practically see you buckling under the weight of your guilt, yet you meet my gaze unblinking. You really have grown strong, Mash. I'm nothing like you. I could never be like you. But I still cannot step aside. Wodheim. Lord Kirshtaria made a decision, and I refuse to betray his faith in me.
Uh-oh. Here comes our mystic eye.
Phenomena. Shufen Auf. The Odin seal. What a marvelous primordial rune. Ich will...
You know that. Not doing it again.
My rune is weakening? You shine too brightly. That's why this eye of mine refuses to see that possibility go any further. Then she's rewinding phenomena. But she can't be interfering with time itself. Even if it were a noble color, a jewel-rank mystic eye, controlling time should be impossible.
That's it. That's what I like to see. Your pathetic spirit origin can't handle the Odin Seal prototype. Now that Ophelia's stopped it, all that's left is your spirit core tearing itself apart, huh? That's it. Squeal. Writhe in agony. You deserve to crawl on your belly after reducing yourself to nothing more than a human woman.
Sigurd. Brynhild! No, it's alright. I'm not finished yet, John. Please, it's dangerous for you to worry about me like that. Remember what I said? I told you to let me handle her mystic eye, and I meant it. Phenomena. Shufen Auf! No. No more. One experience with your eye was more than sufficient. Reinitializing Odin Seal. Re-engaging. Your eye will no longer lead me astray. You aren't truly rewinding phenomena. No. It is more a matter of you determining their possibilities. And in that case, one can deal with it like so. You restarted it? But you're a servant. Your spirit core is tied directly to your brain and heart. Restarting the Odin Seal now would mean completely destroying your spirit core. Sister! What are you? You can't see it anymore, can you? That is because I have narrowed its possibilities.
You narrowed its possibilities?
I have seen powerful magical eyes before. So I will not back down in the face of more, even should they belong to a foreign god such as Baylor. Even were my father himself looking down upon me. I will still kill Sigurd!
Out of the way. You're chatty for a damn walking doll.
Sigurd! No way. That's impossible. She actually fixed her mind in place. She decided there was only one path forward for her and cut off any other possibilities. How could she do that?
I doubt any ordinary human could cut off possibilities through sheer force of will. Not even an ordinary demigod could pull that off. But a demigod mad enough to burn herself alive. Well, she might just be twisted enough to wield a demonic spear.
Sigurd! 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 Sister. Ah! To you who walks the path of evil, I offer up my fire, my madness, and my love. Till death do us part. Brynhild Romantia! Brynhild's spear is growing and changing shape.
That must be your noble phantasm. The spear made for taking warriors' lives. Damn, it's huge. Look out for the shockwave.
This is my killer spear. The spear made to kill the heroic dragon slayer. The love of my life. Sigurd, by virtue of who you are, it is impossible for you to avoid my blade. It is this great spear, its weight reflecting the depths of my love, that will end you. In one blow! It's done.
Nice try, but that's not going to work. Welp. What? How can that be? That was Brynhild's noble phantasm, the hero killer! And she just used it on Sigurd, the very man it was created for. It couldn't possibly have missed its target. It should have killed him. So then, how is he still alive? That noble phantasm of yours was definitely impressive. But unfortunately for you, I'm not Sigurd.
Well, that would explain why it missed. And it explains the eyes, too.
Alright, one last fight against Sigurd now. So that means time to go all out with my archers. You throw Emiya Alter in there too, why not? Yeah, projection's good for him. I have so many fucking archers. Who do I throw in? Chloe or Tristan? You know what? Tristan. I haven't used Tristan. Quicken Buster is your deck, right? No, it's Quicken Arts. Let's see. Hell, might as well just do that. Yeah, I'll do that. This one shouldn't be as difficult. I mean, it's going to have more break bars and more bullshit to deal with thanks to Ophelia, but you know. But unfortunately for you, I'm not Sigurd. I'm not even one of those hero types the Valkyries yearn for.
What are you saying?
Ophelia, release my second limiter. Quickly. This spirit origin won't last long. Personally, I don't mind if...
No, I won't let that happen. I can't let your body be destroyed. As long as you're in this lost belt, you must remain my knight. Forced Spirit Origin Ascension, final limiter release. Vanquish all who would stand in our way, my knight.
Final limiter released. Commencing eradication using heroic spirit Sigurd's full capability. I feel so much lighter. It's so nice to finally be rid of that awful mask. I can't imagine why he'd want to wear something like this. What a nut job. Well, well, so that's what you really look like, eh, lover boy? I see Graham's changed color too. Looks like you're putting out exponentially more magical energy than before. This ought to be fun. I even like the glasses. They must make you look smart, even sensible, no matter how viciously you're wielding your demonic sword. Maybe I should try them myself. You mean these? I'm told they symbolize the wisdom of the gods or some such. I doubt they'd even look good on you. I don't know, I think they might. Well, how about this? If you can kill me, you can try them on and find out. Feel the power of my demonic sword.
Did he just create fire by swinging his sword?
Sorry, guess I went a little overboard with the trash talk. I meant to dodge out of the way, but I was a little too slow.
It's okay. Luckily, I was able to raise my shield in time. Master, did you see that?
Didn't look like he inscribed a rune.
That's true. Rune Magecraft relies on drawing sigils and patterns to shorten the incantation. But when Sigurd created that fire just now, he didn't write any runes? Sigurd. No, you aren't Sigurd. You are...
Sometimes ice and snow can cause people to freeze to death. People must learn how to survive the cold if they want to make it through the winter. But without ice and snow, there can be no spring. Without them, the earth can't rest. So you mustn't hate them for being cold. One day the sun will shine again, bringing with it warmth and blessings.
Yes. Yes, I think so too, Sigurd. People, we can always wait if we must. In the meantime, we can always dream of spring flowers.
That's right. Nature is bountiful and varied. There's very little in it that's completely one-sided. Sometimes it's out of justice. Others it can be wicked and capricious. But
what?
Fire is the one thing that is best left alone. Fire may have a gentle side, providing warmth that helps one get through winter. It may even be able to guide people to prosperity. But for my part, I don't think I'll ever make use of fire runes.
I've given you a great many runes. You should be capable of all manner of things. You should be able to wield fire far better than humans. And yet you choose not to?
Yes. I know this may be hard for a demigod to understand, but humans need to fear fire, because fire can consume everything. Swords, lives, love, and sometimes even fate. That's why fire runes are the one kind I'll never use.
Sigurd! 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 No. No, you aren't him! You couldn't be him! Who are you?
Who do you think, Brynhild? I assure you, I truly am Sigurd. What pitiful creatures humans are. If only you were a god, you would know what this fire in my soul signifies. Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful! How unsightly. I can't stand to look at you any longer. Alright, here we go. Okay. Okay, so after first break bar, Sigurd gets 100% crit rate for 3 attacks. And upon second break, he gets a full NP gauge. I'll have to keep that shit in mind. Oh, and all of his normal attacks cause burns. Black spot release. So Flame Blade, yeah. Okay. So he's still immune to mental debuffs. Crit rate down. Okay. This shouldn't be awful. You know what? I say, let's try to get this fucking shit out of the way as soon as possible. Might cause some problems in the long run, but I'm willing to let that happen. I'll save my, Mystic Code for now. Ooh, and attack down on that too. Yeah, that's the first bar already. And right back at 50%. Alright, first command spell, crit rate up for 3 turns. Or 3 attacks. Oh. I thought it was guaranteed crits, but I guess I was wrong. Alright, let's get you up now. Then we'll... Let me see what happens if I do this. This shouldn't kill. 63k on that crit. Man, imagine if I fucking had Merlin on this account. Attack Napoleon. I guess Orion also happens to guard against, Burn. That's interesting. This shouldn't kill. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm going to use Napoleon's NP. So I'm going to put Evade up on Orion. And we are just going to fucking annihilate Sigurd. So I was waiting until Orion gets her skills back, honestly. Oh, or maybe this wasn't even nearly enough to do that. Oh, come on. Alright, I mean, I still have an evade. And luckily, the full NP gauge will... Oh, well... she just guards against burn. She's not immune to it. I think I only have one servant that's... Actually, I don't even have that servant on this account. Alright, pretty good evasion. So let's, let's just fucking take out this bar. Watch, she's still... Alright, and this should cause her to fucking full NP him anyway. So that's nice for us. So that wastes that. Good. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, there goes his Buster up. And he's going after Waver, probably. He likes killing Waver. Oh, no, he went after Orion. Nice. Perfect. Alright, 2 turns. Let me heal Waver. Put up his charisma. We'll make some stars with Orion. See, this fight is so much fucking easier than that last one. Because, you know, you only have one class to deal with. And Sigurd's not that bad to fight, honestly. Okay, Napoleon's probably gonna fucking die. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Because I don't trust myself to not be able to avoid, for him to not just hard target Orion. Alright, and this will also give him attack down, so, you know, it works. This won't do as much damage as the first one did. Well, that still did a lot of damage. Oh, we did it. Nice. Oh, right. Guts. Forgot about that part. Okay. Hey, you know what? Let's have Tristan finish this. Why the fuck not, right? Oh, that's just mental debuffs. You got this, Tristan. For no fucking reason. Why not? Style on him. I'm honestly surprised Napoleon lived for as long as he did. I expected him to go down real fast. But hey, not bad. Enough!
Ortnax, maximum output! Master, his demonic sword is more powerful than anything we've seen before. But I refuse to let him beat me. He may be strong, but strength is all he has. And we swore we would never lose to empty strength like that ever again. Saber.
Shut it! We were just getting to the good part. Stay out of this, Ophelia. Keep your damn mouth shut!
Wrong. Who are you? Who are you? Sigurd? No. You! What are you doing?
Me? I'm...
I've pierced your armor. Can you feel that, you who wears Sigurd's face? My spear has destroyed your armor, torn through your flesh, shattered your bones, and cut your spirit core in two. Every thrust of my spear, every cannon shot, every shield bash wore you down bit by bit. And now at last my blade has found its mark. Brynhild! Foe! Kill!
Magnificent. What is it? What's going on? We hardly have any picture in here. It's impossible to tell what's happening. Did you beat him? So Sigurd has finally fallen to Brynhild's spear. I'm sure you'll confirm that's accurate.
Wait, something's wrong. These magical energy values are... strange. Watch out, this isn't over yet!
That's it. At last. Finally. Finally! Someone managed to pierce Sigurd's spirit core. This is what I've been waiting for. What? How I've waited! Now that someone who can defeat me, someone who can kill me has finally appeared. That accursed command spell that kept me from taking my own life no longer matters.
happened? You can't have lost. My knight, Sigurd, couldn't possibly lose. That was why I released your final limiter. Ophelia? This can't be happening. No. Phenomena. Schufen auf! I won't let a new saber be born from Sigurd's destroyed spirit core.
Don't bother. The Valkyrie was kind enough to show me how to get around that. Did you forget already, Ophelia? True, I might be just another phenomenon myself, but I still have a mind and soul.
No. Mash, I can't stop him. Once he breaks Sigurd, his shell, it won't be long before he's here. I can't stop him. I can't. And after Lord Kirshtaria entrusted him to me, the flames, they're coming. Screaming, I point a trembling finger skyward. Above lies the light that illuminates this world. The fire that burns ceaselessly in the sky. The oddly large ball of flame that oversees the entirety of the Scandinavian Lost Belt. The star that sits in the middle of the sky. The sun. Just now the sun shone intensely bright, as though it were responding to my screams. It burns. It burns. This is not what a star is meant to do. Even as it hangs in the sky on the precipice of outer space, it begins to undulate like a fetus moving in the womb. This is not a proper star. This is no star made of mere flame. It's far more akin to the magma that bubbles deep beneath the ground, only more foreboding. I wish I could look away, yet my mystic eye still casts its gaze upon that awful sight. There is no possibility of stopping it. Its turbid, fiery screams wriggle and squirm. And now, they spill out. They're falling. They're pouring onto the ground. The sun is falling. The flames are pouring down. Now an enormous humanoid form is taking shape, sliding out of the hole from the false sun. A giant. Yes, it must be a giant, but its form is nothing like any of the others. His body towers over all other giants. The heat he radiates is devastating to all other forms of life. He is the embodiment of flame. He is the fire of the false sun. He is this Lost Belt's true saber, hiding in the shadows of the soul and spirit core belonging to a heroic spirit from proper human history, Sigurd. He is the God-Slayer, the cornerstone of the Norse Age of Gods Ragnarok. He is the overseer of this Norse Lost Belt's source of heat. He is the ruler of Muspelheim, realm of fire and flame and destruction incarnate. He is the wielder of the flaming sword, the Dark One, the one destined to kill all the gods, and in time lay waste to all the land. His true name is Surtur, the fiery king of giants.
Alright, so after that challenging chapter now, I'm feeling very drained, my stomach is very empty, and my head feels light. That means it's time for me to eat dinner. And we'll continue on in the next episode. So I'll see you guys then. Bye!